You're not dating men. You's free now.
Free now. Baby far. You made it to the promised land.
That's right. Let it out. Let it out. Hi.
I'm Aria Young.
I'm Sharia Mattis. And this is The Strap Down. The Strap Down is a podcast about news, pop culture, blah, blah, blah. Hosted by two black queer femme comedians.
Yes.
That's us.
Yeah. Sometimes we make jokes. Sometimes we cry. Sometimes we have a mascot.
Yeah, this is Ginger, our honorary light-skinned femme. Honorary light-skinned femme, Ginger. And so, like, we're going to talk about all the stuff that's going on in the news, in our lives. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk some bullshit. We're going to talk about media.
And it's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a good time. And if it's not, then what you going to do? You going to go do shit. Who gonna check me, boo? Okay. So stay tuned for our next segment. We're gonna talk about the news. Hey, welcome back to the Strap Down, or welcome because it just keeps going.
Yeah, welcome back. This is the Strap Down Rundown.
Strap Down News Rundown.
Yes.
Rundown, strap down, run the strap down.
Exactly. Period. Where we're gonna talk about what has been happening since y'all seen us last in the news. And Cherie's reaction is exactly the reaction to have if you've been watching the news. Because someone like me,
yeah,
I've been like, one, I've been sick, and then two, I've been avoiding it. Why do you want to run from me?
I know.
That me. Yeah.
She said the news. I don't. No. I don't really like watch the news. I do Amy Goodman. Amy Goodman gives me the War and Peace report or whatever. Mm-hmm. Amy Goodman, she be like, so anyway, bitch, this is what happened. And I wish one of these days Trump is gonna make this woman so crazy. She'd be like, whatever. What happened was. I love Amy Goodman. So like I just listen to the Democracy Now! And then I read whatever's funny. So let's talk about what happened with Leon's spaceship. It exploded. He's so dumb. This is the second explosion for this because he's got he does not know what he's doing.
And like he's the one that's now going to be over like NASA and the FAA and like all this stuff, and like he has his hands in a little bit. He don't need to have his hands on anything that is not on the ground.
Not even the Teslas be exploding too.
Them Teslas be giving him a run for his money. Them planes or the rockets or whatever he's doing. It's not working.
It's not working because, okay, here's the thing about him. He hates federal regulations. And this is the thing. Elon's been involved in NASA for a while now. A lot of NASA funding comes from him and has been. He's been very invested in NASA stuff. So this takeover is just now like more hostile than the other ones. Also, every time, like his Starlink stuff, the SpaceX stuff, it defies a lot of federal safety regulations. And that's why as soon as he got in the White House, mm-hmm. the first thing he attacked was federal safety regulations. Right. So, and now we see why there were regulations, because he was fined a lot for defying mm-hmm. a lot of the basic regulations because he don't know how to do shit. That's not where he didn't learn that. Yeah. He never learned that. He's not an astrophysicist. He's not a physicist. He doesn't do any of those things. He's just a dude with Nazi money. Like
Nazi money.
It's true. His grandparents, that's why he Yeah. So anyway, I guess Gail gonna be on one of them.
And Katy Perry.
Who's
the third person that's going to be? It's Gail, Katy Perry, some other rich, probably white lady.
I think it's going to be Lauren Sanchez. It's going to be Bezos' wife. Look. He said, I'm getting rid of this bitch. He said, enough. A divorce? I'm not letting this bitch take half my shit. Put her in the fucking spaceship.
Fucking spaceship.
That's so
and
funny.
So they're just going to just be joyriding around space. They're not like going to the moon. They're not going to like this International Space Station. They're not going to Mars. They're just gonna like do a lap
around that's what Bezos did.
And then come back.
Bezos spent like so much money. This bald-headed scallywag spent so much money to literally just go up a little bit and around and then back down. He didn't even go nowhere.
I think rich people just keep finding creative ways to die. You know?
They like to live on the edge because I think too much money makes you crazy. They think they're gods. Like, they think they're gods.
Gail said she's scared.
Well, then don't go, bitch. Don't nobody need you to do that. Nobody asking you to get in the dick and because it looked like a dick. That's another thing. The thing looked like a dick.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, bitch. Just don't do it. Stay on the ground. We got problems here.
Just tell Oprah no.
Oprah said, I'm done with you. I am so done with you, Gail. Enough. Enough. Get in the thing. And Katy Perry's fan said, get in the thing. We've had enough.
After the last video,
her
fans signed up.
Put her in the fucking star. This is the thing about the SpaceX stuff too. Like, remember the SpaceX Neuralink thing that they was putting in monkeys and the monkeys' heads was exploding?
Yeah.
Like they were testing it on monkeys because they want to put it in human heads.
Yeah. I wish that there was like some type of vote. Like, I wish we could vote who we want to go up there. You know what I mean? Like, how dope would that be? I think that should be like a thing.
Also, you notice who hasn't been on these things? Leon's ass. Has Leon been in fucking space in the thing?
We should take a vote.
Put him in there. Him and his like nubile young Doge boys. his little his army of twinks.
Yeah, I would put Leon up there.
Big balls.
Big balls. Kenya Burris. I would also put up there.
Kenya.
Look, he's
Don't make me call Portia.
Not Kenya Moore.
Oh wait, my bad, Kenya Burris.
My apologies, Kenya.
That's so funny. I'm just imagining Kenya Barris being like,
Gone with the Wind fabulous. No, mixed is fabulous.
Mixed is fabulous.
Like,
okay.
You know, I would probably like
Kenya Barris.
I would probably put Kenya Barris up there.
Who else?
Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas in
I'd
the
put
spaceship.
Clarence Thomas
yes,
up there.
For sure.
Casey Anthony.
She's back, you know. She's giving legal advice.
She is back.
And as much as people are like, it's fucked up that she could be giving legal, I'm sorry, I want legal advice from her. She killed her baby, and she walk around free.
She brought Nancy Grace out of retirement. She grabbed her blonde bob.
She even put the thing the whole way on. It was halfway on. She came up, she's like, this is ridiculous. I love it.
But yeah, I guess like yes, it's fucked up. Like, people don't want, you know, Casey Anthony to have a platform. However, if you were going to take legal advice, it should probably be from somebody who beat that case.
Yes, I think Casey Anthony and Young Thug need to start a law firm together. I say, this is it. This is it. Listen, if I ever obviously did a crime and I want to get away with it.
Yes.
That's who I'm calling. The law offices of Thugger and
the law offices of Thugger and Anthony.
You know who needs to call Casey Anthony? Diddy, because his lawyer said that's enough.
That's somebody who is going to be literally under the jail.
We'll see. We'll see.
I just want to know, like, what exactly he saw in that case file that made me.
We'll see.
If you got a lawyer questioning, like, their morality, a criminal lawyer, like, you did some nasty shit.
That is a dark-sided.
You did some nasty
dark-sided
shit.
person. Anyway, so we sending people in space. That's the new censors. That's the new censorship. Speaking of exploding spaceships or whatever, the State of the Union. State of the the Union is our combined exploding spaceship. Government.
I didn't watch it because I watched like some of the clips.
Nobody watching all that shit. That nigga talked for so long.
I feel like I am the Union, you know, and I'm not doing too hot, so I feel like I know exactly. I don't need somebody else to tell me what the State of the Union is.
That shit is rough. He should have come up there and be like, girl, it's over. Anyway, bye. Like,
going back to your plantation. That's what. Your assignments will be in the mail on Monday.
Oh,
that's God. Basically what he should have
done. The mail? He's getting rid of the post office.
Right.
So anyway, Trump got up there and was talking some bullshit.
He's talking some bullshit.
And so the Democrats, I think the plan was.
There was a plan.
There was a
dress code because all the bitches wearing pink.
Great, we did it. Look at us. They should have worn the pink pussy hats. We did it. You stupid. Anyway, the Democrats' plan was to like stand up and protest. And I guess the only one who did it was the man who needs a walking stick to stand up. The only one with a spine is the realest nigga in the room. He had a slick back iced tea ponytail and his golden pimp cane and got up and said something. And these spineless jags, the fucking Democratic Party, sat there and was like, oh, I didn't know he was for real with it.
Here's a sign that says this isn't normal.
This isn't normal, which I appreciate it, whatever, but like, cute. Like, and then Mike Johnson was like, sit that nigga down. And then the State of the Union was basically a housewives reunion.
That's what it is. I was just waiting for somebody to just
Yep, I wanted somebody to throw a drink in somebody else's face.
Where's Andy? I feel like Andy Cohen should absolutely.
He has to. Yes. Speaker of the House, Andy Cohen.
I feel like he's the only one qualified
to deal with this
circus.
It. Anyway, so he stood up. The Democrats ain't do nothing. Mike Johnson was like, I'm gonna get the sergeant to come get you. And they came and got this old ass man. And the Democrats was like,
I wore my pink blazer.
Right? I did my part. This is praxis. And you know who, and this is the thing. There was a plan. And then Hakeem Jeffries' coon ass, I'm sorry. Hakeem Jeffries, the latest black disappointment, decided that, we not gonna do that. That's not what we do. Hakeem Jeffries is ugh. So Hakeem Jeffries was like, we're not gonna do that. And so they left poor Al Green out there singing Let's Stay Together. And they didn't stay together. And
they sung the song.
And then then they voted to censure him.
Yes.
10 Democrats also voted to censure him, by the way. 10 Democrats voted to censure him. And when they censured him, all the other Democrats stood on the floor and started singing We Shall Overcome.
Love and Happiness was right there.
I know! Come on!
Y'all can't do shit right.
Exactly! That would have been great.
Listen.
That would have been great.
I think we could have, flipped some seats if we would have.
Right? If they had harmonized with it.
Started an electric slide. Come on now. Come on.
It's really rough because Al Green is out here trying to fight for Medicaid or whatever and rights or whatever. And it's I think the whole issue with the Democrats is that they are deeply, deeply spineless. Yeah. They have no real fortitude. And that has always been the problem with the Democrats. They are not going to fight for us. No. They have more heat and smoke for true progressives than they do for full-on fascists.
Yeah. It's very performative.
Not even, they ain't even hitting the shuffle. They can't even perform for it. That was the performance. The performance is standing during the State of the Union.
No, I just have this image in my head when they all had the kente cloths.
Nancy Pelosi in that kente cloth is one of the funniest images of all time. Forever, that lives in my, the knee, taking the knee in the kente cloth.
Was she there? She
Nancy was in the kente cloth on her knee.
No. I meant at the State of the Union. Was she there? I feel like she could have coordinated a Tamia step or something. I feel like If we need some true performance,
yes.
like we need to
hit. I would love that. No, Nancy Pelosi ain't doing shit. She ain't gonna do shit. This is the thing. The rest of y'all, if y'all are waiting for the Democrats to save us, they not. You not gonna get it. Read some Frantz Fanon. Read some. Ginger's being so cute right now. Read some Frantz Fanon. Read some like real revolutionary tactics. And like learn, because we're gonna have to do this shit ourselves. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, big up
blazers. The pink blazers just pissed me off.
What are we at the Barbie premiere?
That's what it looked like. I'm waiting for Issa to come out. Our president, Madam President, Issa Rae. Anyway,
let's get into some sort of praxis. The Target and Amazon boycotts happened this past week, and we had mixed results. It was mixed results. Right? The Target boycott worked. I think they had a 9% dip in their online retailers, and they had a way less foot traffic, apparently. These things work. Same with the Tesla boycotts. People selling their Teslas. That is actually having an impact on Tesla stock, which is right.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Although all the stocks are going down. But Tesla stock is
the ones that matter specifically.
Yes. They're all going down. All the shit that I have in my fucking ETF are going down. It's fine. It's like $12 in there. So
you might be able to buy a carton of eggs in a couple weeks.
In a couple weeks, maybe, if I play my cards right. But the Amazon boycotts, you hoes just can't do shit. Amazon sales went up 1% from the last Friday.
All right. I didn't know we was boycotting Amazon. I didn't know. My bad. I broke the plate on the microwave. I don't know where to buy one from.
And that's the problem. This is the problem.
I'm the problem.
Yes.
I am absolutely the problem.
I get it. Because Amazon, the whole business model of Amazon was to like take a huge profit loss in order to like not make a profit, in order to subsume and destroy all other retailers and become the number one retailer. And I understand that. And they were evil from the beginning. And I've been saying that shit. But nobody listened to Sharia.
No.
And I personally, I get why it's hard not to buy from Amazon. I don't buy from Amazon. I do not buy from Amazon. And I don't think that my refusing to buy from Amazon is making an impact. I just want to be the most smug slave on the Bezos plantation. So, you know what I mean? I just want to be the one picking cotton like, oh, well, y'all needed 1 day shipping or whatever, and that's fine.
I ain't know where to buy the damn microwave plate from.
That's fine. It is hard.
What I should have did was I should have went into Target and stole one.
Yes.
Out of the microwave.
That's praxis. No, don't steal from Target. They're really good at catching you.
I did hear that too.
Yeah, they're really good at catching you.
You ain't caught me yet.
That's right. This is it. You got to do a lot of research to find alternatives to Amazon, and it will take much longer to get there.
Yeah.
It is going to be harder because of the very nature of Amazon's business model.
Yes.
But the thing is, when we learn about civil rights and stuff, and we learn about the Montgomery bus boycotts, and we learn about all the other economic boycotts that they did, those people suffered.
Yes.
Those people walked in they tight ass pleather shoes fucking down all across bridges to get to their jobs where they were already on their feet. They suffered.
And they were also very organized. Like,
yes.
I think that part, like, people
yes.
don't understand. People just think that people were just like, oh, I'm not going to take the bus. And they just all collectively agreed. Like, there was a lot of planning and organizing and stuff like that.
That's right.
And I didn't even know about the Amazon Well, Amazon, of course, we shouldn't be
We should always boycott Amazon, but yes.
We should always boycott Amazon and stuff like that. But I've been seeing so many like list of organizations like, oh, we're boycotting this, we're doing this on this day, and it's just like
we gotta get together
and figure. And I think that's why Target kind of worked, because we had said, all right, let's focus on one. And Target was that one.
That's
and
right.
I even heard white people talking about like, oh, I'm not shopping at Target.
Yes.
Like, okay,
let's go. Yes.
Okay, so it's like that. We need like a little better.
Yes.
A lot better. Like organization.
And we also need to supply alternatives.
Yes.
For what people need. That needs to all happen. We need to, like, that's, again, read about revolutionary politics. So, like, let's actually, I'm with it. There's also the general strike that they're trying to get together. I'll put the link in. But the general strike, the U.S. general strike, they need people to commit to that so that they can act, so that we can maybe have rights. Anyway, Canada tariffs got canceled. They canceled that shit like HBO did Degrassi.
He reneged.
He reneged on that shit because what is you doing? Canada was like, also, stop being so cute. She's so cute. I wish you could see it. She's so cute. God damn it, I love you. You want me to help her get up? And so the Canada tariffs were canceled because that was dumb. We get a lot of shit from Canada. Zelensky got cussed out at the thing. They was like, why you ain't got a suit on?
And honestly, I think he was the best dressed person there.
Thank you. He was actually kind of serving.
That was, please.
Okay. Department of Education, they said they was going to sign the executive order to get rid of the Department of Education. I wish we had time to talk about this in depth, but
we can talk about it again once
it's gone. Next week.
Have a funeral for the Department of Education.
Republicans have been trying to get rid of the Department of Education from the beginning, but and so like this is like actually like a long-standing thing. We should do a whole thing on that.
Let's do it. Let's do a whole thing on the Department of Education.
We should.
Not today.
Not today.
But another time.
And then somebody got executed by firing squad.
Which God damn. What did he do?
I think he murdered
to make the
people.
niggas so mad. That was the first, when I saw that, what the fuck did he do?
They killed somebody with firing squad in the US in 2010, which is recent. What did he do? Brad Sigmund, 67, he chose firing squad because the lethal injections, he like don't know what's in them.
More organic option.
I'm sorry. That's so funny to be like, I'm gluten free. So if you're gonna kill me, don't do it with this weird shit. What did he do? Oh, he kidnapped his ex-girlfriend at gunpoint, and he killed her parents.
But
Jesus,
his choice.
It was his choice. He was like, I want
execution, my choice.
That's right. That's how it works. Anyway, that was the news. Damn. This has been Amy Goodman. Amy bad bitch. With the this some bullshit report.
This rundown has me run down.
Yeah, that ran me down. I need to get strapped down. And so stay tuned for the next segment, which is Queer Black History from the strap down. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the strap down. And now it's time for a little bit of culture and history.
Queer history.
It's getting queer history. It's giving queer black history. Mm-hmm. So we each pick a queer black history icon or moment or something to teach you the history that will soon be illegal.
Sometimes it's going to be a good history, and sometimes a history so it doesn't repeat itself.
That's right. That's right. Sometimes, we need to acknowledge queer black villains. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to fuck her name up so badly, but that's okay. My person is Storme Delarverie. Okay, whatever. Listen, I'm trying. I'm gonna let du fromage. And it could also be Storme, because I heard her pronounce her name Storme Delarverie. But then when somebody else was like Stormy, she was like, yeah, whatever. Sorry. Remember that Nicki Minaj thing? Storme! Okay, anyway. So Storme Delarverie was born in 1920. We do not know, she does not know her exact birthday because her mother was a black domestic worker in a very rich, prominent white family's home. And her father...
Where was she born?
In New Orleans. She was born in New Orleans, and her father was... Who was her father? Oh, I don't know his name. Her father was a white wealthy guy, and she was never given a birth certificate because of miscegenation laws of the time. So her father sort of claimed her, maybe didn't claim her, but she was raised in New Orleans, and in the school she was like beat up, she was bullied, she was like injured so badly that her leg was fucked up, and that's when her father decided to pay for her to get a fancy education. So she was still bullied. The white kids still bullied her, but whatever. For being, so she was, it was, I'm not gonna say Mariah Carey, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so she decided to celebrate her birthday on December 24th. So that's when, on Christmas Eve.
She decided to be a Capricorn?
Sorry. She decided to be a Capricorn, yes. I mean, like, let's be real. She was a butch lesbian. So, yes, she decided to be a Capricorn. So, as a teenager, she started jumping horses for the Ringling Brothers circus.
Oh.
Yes, she was jumping horses, which is real weird. But she was injured. She was injured in a fall off of a horse. About the age of 18, she was like, oh shit, I'm gay. What? So, she was both biracial and androgynous. So her gender and her race, two of the hottest button topics, were things that she could move through very interestingly, right? So she dressed very butch. She kind of was like one of the progenitors of butch fashion for women, right? Of like, she would tailor men's clothes to fit her in a way that would work. And that was like a big, that was a big thing. So she used to do drag. She was one of the first drag kings. One of the first drag kings. And she joined a drag review called the Jewel Box Review. From 1955 to 1969.
I like that name, Jewel Box.
Yes. They were like they were North America's first racially integrated drag review. What? Okay. Right? And so they would do the Apollo, they would tour, and they would do mixed race audience. So not only was the drag review mixed race, but the audiences were mixed race, which was like kind of a big thing because it was during segregation.
Right.
And she would sing as a baritone. I'm going to try to clip in some of her singing in here. I thought you were
about to say, I'm going to try to do
I'm going to do her singing. No, but she had if you hear her voice, you're like, whoa. Like, she had, like, a really beautiful baritone. And so she would be the MC of the drag review. And they would do this thing where they would bring out all the performers. And everybody would be like, and they would be like, choose who the girl is. Like, to guess who the girl is. And so, and it would be revealed that she was the girl. And like, what? It's crazy. But she said it was so hard for her to move through these spaces because at the time, it was illegal. You had to have at least 3 items of clothing that represented the gender assigned at birth. So she was dressing femme. When she first started singing, she would sing in her deep baritone voice, and she was dressed very femme. And then she would walk. Then she would, in her personal life, dress mask. And then in the streets, she would dress femme. And she was picked up twice because people thought she was a drag queen. So she was arrested twice for being a drag queen, trying to dress femme. So, she would do a musical number called A Surprise with a Song, right? So she would be wearing her suit and she'd do her mustache. And then she would sing like Dinah Washington, who she knew, and Billie Holiday and stuff, right? And so like she kind of became the like first big drag king
that's really
thing,
cool,
right? So it was kind of like a big historic precedent. So anyway, then she met this woman Diana, She lived as a partner for about 25 years. And, you know, she was just continuing, blah, blah, blah. She did the review. Then in June of 1960... Oh, wait, sorry. Before we get there, Diane Arbus also took a lot of photographs of her. So you probably see the photographs of her. They're pretty famous. Of her just, like, in men's clothes. So anyway, then 1969, June of 1969, what happened then? Stonewall. No, sorry. Because they took the T out. It's not funny. So Stonewall happened. And people say, so this is the thing. People say that she was the one who threw the first punch at Stonewall. Mm-hmm. So people say, so like the story is, you ever hear those stories about a lesbian was handcuffed and complained about her handcuffs being too tight, and a cop hit her and she punched him back, right? People say that was her. She says, I think that was me. And then another time she was like, no, it wasn't me. It was someone else, but I'm not going to say who. So it's like, it's disputed history. To be fair, it was a massive riot. So people kind of like weren't taking notes. But she was there and she was arrested during Stonewall. And she was like taken in the back of a car, not a car, the paddy wagon. So whatever. So during the Stonewall uprising, she was like kind of like an icon, and she kind of like patrolled the streets. She was like called the guardian of lesbians in the village. So she would patrol the streets and she'd make sure nobody was fucking with the lesbians, and she would make sure nobody was fucking with the gay people, and like, you know, she was also a bouncer at Cubbyhole. Oh. Right?
That's really good.
What? But she said she didn't like the word bouncer. She was like, I take care of my baby girls. That was the thing that she said. So she would like patrol the lesbian bars. She was like, they would say she was like a gay superhero. Oh, that's cool. Right? So she would fuck you up. Like if you came around, because people would come around to the village and try to fuck with gay people. And if you did that, you would see Storme and she would fuck you up. So she lived at the Chelsea Hotel, and she was like, you know the Chelsea Hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Very famous, all the artists and stuff. That's where Sid and Nancy, where Sid stabbed Nancy, all that stuff. So she lived at the Chelsea Hotel. She was kind of an icon. A lot of this information I got from, there was a PBS show when I was a kid called In the Life, and it had like a lot of so they interviewed her for In the Life. She said, when she asked, she also, okay, so she was a bouncer at night, but during the day, she was also a security guard, and she organized and did stuff for, like, abused women and children. She, like, did a lot of fundraising for them. She was just, like, kind of amazing. And then, in her later years, she did suffer from dementia. Mm-hmm. But she did remember a lot of the stuff that happened during her. Oh, sorry, wait, I skipped something. Oh, we should really prepare more for this. Just a little bit. Okay. So Stonewall happened. She was a big part of that. The continuous riots. A month after Stonewall, her partner Diana passed away, and she carried a picture of her with her like all her life. Of Diana. So there were things that she always remembered, and some of it was like, you know, Diana, it was remembering the stuff during the Jewel Box review, but a lot of that was gone in her later years. So she was in a nursing home from 2010 to 2014 when she passed away of a heart attack in her sleep. And there was a big funeral held at the Greenwich Village funeral home, and she was recognized at the Stonewall National Monument, or I guess the Stonewall National Monument. She was recognized when they unveiled the Stonewall National Monument as one of the inaugural 50 pioneers, trailblazers, and heroes. She was, let me just do a little quote before I go. When asked about why she organized and did so much work for the LGBTQ community, she said, "Somebody has to care. People say, why do you still do that?" I said, "It's very simple. If people didn't care about me when I was growing up, with my mother being black, raised in the South, I said, I wouldn't be here." That's really, you know what it is. And so, like, it's another, like, working class, iconic, butch lesbian hero, right? Like, we hear so many bad things about light-skinned studs. And quite frankly, she is an iconic light-skinned stud. And so we thank you, rest in peace and power, to the iconic Storme Delarverie.
Yay! I like that.
Okay.
I almost did Storme.
Really?
Not this time.
The last one.
The last one.
Okay.
I didn't know how to say the last name, and I was like, it's a really good story, but I don't want to fuck up the name.
And that's why I shouldn't have done it.
No, but it was good.
Yes.
But yeah, I remember all like the things that you were saying. I was like, yeah, I read about that. I read about that. Okay. So
Let's see who you got.
So I figured because I didn't have a lot of time to prepare because I had the flu last week. I decided that I should do someone that we have casually mentioned once or twice, and I'm going to do Lori Lightfoot.
Amazing. So we went from one great iconic Butch to Lori Lightfoot.
To Lori Lightfoot.
Let's do it.
Because we said we would also do
villainous black queer history.
Villainous black queer history. So, Lori Elaine Lightfoot. Mm-hmm. Okay. Born August 4th, Leo, 1962.
Of course.
At least she didn't choose to be a Leo.
No, that's fair.
And spoiler alert, was the 56th mayor of Chicago from 2019 until 2023. Let's see. I want to start with like her
upbringing. Yes.
So she was born in Massillon, Ohio. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry to the Massillonians. She was the youngest of 4 children. Somehow,
of course, she was the youngest child.
I can see.
Absolutely.
She gives youngest child.
Yep.
She was born to her mother, who was a nighttime health aide and a school board member, and her father was a local factory worker and janitor. She grew up in like a predominantly white neighborhood on the west side of the city. She actually plays the trumpet. She was a trumpet player, which was, I don't know.
I would love to see her in her silly bowler hat playing the trumpet.
The trumpet. She was also an athlete. She played basketball, volleyball, and softball. Like honestly, like just throw soccer in there and you got like
every lesbian sport.
Every lesbian sport.
And fisting.
And when she was in high school, she was actually elected high school class president 3 times. 3 times.
Stop the count.
And her slogan was, "Get on the right foot with Lightfoot." Oh. Which, don't make that face. I think that is amazing.
Okay.
I think that is very close.
Fine.
Get on the right foot with Lightfoot. That should have been her mayor campaign.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm saying. She went to the University of Michigan. She graduated with honors. She was actually like smart as shit.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Of course. All evil people are smart.
She was she worked in like factory jobs to help pay for her education. Her older brother was like arrested for a bank robbery and shooting a security guard. So, crime runs in the family.
At least he shot one security guard.
Right. Just like
she did so much damage.
She did. Yeah. She went to the University of Chicago Law School, where she was awarded a full scholarship, and was the president of the University of Chicago student body, where she led a successful movement to ban a law firm from campus after the firm sent a recruiter who made racist and sexist remarks towards the students.
Okay.
So, she was also the quarterback for the flag football team at the Chicago Law School.
God, she's so gay.
She's so gay. Just super gay.
Yeah.
So she became a practicing attorney. She worked at a law firm and had like a bunch of different like types of clients. Worked in like the public sector and all that stuff like that. She I'm trying to like skip around and see like what's like some good, like find some good in here. Something about the Klan. Okay, so she the reasons why she wanted to enter like public service. She wanted to represent the African American community and felt a sense of injustice because a family member was murdered by the Klan in the 1920s, and because of her brother's law struggles and stuff like that, and so that's why she wanted
to enter public service.
So I feel like she started off, like pretty good. So she decided to run for mayor. Let's just skip to that.
Yeah.
In 2018. That's when she announced that she was going to run for the mayor of Chicago. This was like her first ever run for public office. She was also the first openly lesbian candidate in the history of Chicago mayor elections. She had the highest funded campaign over any individual, and you know what? She won. Okay,
we did it!
She won.
We did it, Joe!
She did it, Joe. She had a lot of, like, support, of course, from, like, different, like, LGBTQ groups and stuff like that.
And black groups, yeah.
And black groups. So it was like...
Yeah. Dyke Obama.
People were excited. I feel like I remember when she got elected and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Progress.
A black.
Yep.
A woman.
Yep.
Lesbian.
Yep. Short.
Men's warehouse suit.
Yep.
Like, I was like, she looks like a cartoon character, but goddamn it, we made it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then she got in office.
Yep.
And she faced a little bit of criticism, a lot of criticism, because of the rising crime rates in Chicago. Don't know if you've heard about it, but apparently it was a time Chicago wasn't as chill. And she also faced accusations of covering up police misconduct.
Yep.
Yes. So during her term, she clashed with members of like the city council, the teachers union, just a lot. She made a lot of political enemies. And she did get some praise during the time there for like
fits.
Not for the fits, but for her efforts to like build like affordable housing and stuff like that, repairing certain areas of the city, raising the minimum wage, things like that. Long story short, she did try to run for re-election. Yeah. And did not win.
Yes.
And was also one of the first incumbent mayors to not win.
Yeah.
Re-election.
Wasn't there some corruption stuff? Am I tripping? No, maybe I'm lying.
Corruption. There was.
Okay. There was like an ethics violation.
Yeah.
With the campaign money.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that was just like a small part of it.
Yes.
Just a small part.
And as George Floyd protested, she was out there being like, "You Negroes need to shut the fuck up."
Basically.
Yeah, the Bears left.
The Bears
left. Not the actual Bears or the gay Bears. There was a team called the Bears. And they were like, enough of Lori. Enough of her.
Yeah. She tried to put a curfew on liquor sales.
Yep.
They were like, get this bitch out of here.
Yep.
So, but hey, she got the minimum wage up to $15.
There we go.
So it's some good there.
There we go.
That's about all. That's about all I got. I tried to find something good, but that's about it. And I feel like that's about what she deserves.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's still alive. Yeah. That's it. She did say she would only choose reporters of color for interviews.
Okay.
I don't know who's trying to interview her, but yeah. So
I mean, we're trying to interview Lori Lightfoot. Come on the show. You and what's left of your hairline. Come on the show. Come on the strap down.
I would like to see like Lori Lightfoot on like Queer Eye or something. They just like give her a full on makeover.
Yes.
Like a suit that fits.
Yes.
That's really it.
Yes.
Really
Give her a suit that fits.
A suit that fits.
So funny because we just talked about somebody who had suits that fit. That like literally had beautifully tailored suits.
I was thinking about that too.
And she got these baggy fucking Toontown suits.
These Toontown.
Amazing.
I also have a theory. I think Lori Lightfoot is really just like two toddlers each other's shoulders. But I'll save that for my conspiracy theory episode.
Yes.
And so that was a very bad Lori Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot.
Queer history.
That's right. So, we need more villainous black queer history to like, you know, I think I'm going to find a bad black queer person.
I was about to say, I know I can probably do a few.
Yeah. There's actually quite a few.
It's kind of fun.
Love it. Yes. So anyway, that was it.
Yeah.
That was queer black history.
If you know any queer black villains that you would like us to highlight,
yes.
Just even if there is someone in your life,
yes,
we'll do your ex.
We'll do your mean auntie. We'll do your mean auntie. And so that was the Strap Down's Queer Black History segment. I hope it filled you with something. And stay tuned for some games.
Whatever's next.
Yeah. Whatever's next. Hi. We're back. The Strap Down is back down. And we're gonna do
Y'all
some
know
games.
We play all day, so we're gonna play our new little segment. We don't have a name for this.
We don't have a name for this. Why are you playing?
Why are you playing?
Quit playing.
Quit playing.
That's a bad one, but let's do it.
Let's do lay, bae, or
slay.
Gangster lesbian edition.
Woo!
Okay, you probably already know who these three are because we talked about it before. So, lay, bae, or slay. Mm-hmm. We're bringing back Cleo from Set It Off. Snoop from The Wire. Or Jacqueline from Top Boy. The characters, not the actual actors, because we know some of them may be straight in real life. Lay, bae, or slay. Snoop, Cleo, Jacques.
See, unfortunately, I have to do this based on like very little information because I did not really watch Top Boy. But I guess here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do. I'm gonna bae Cleo. Bae Cleo.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll put a ring on it.
Yes, because, my heart. I've always, and also the fattest ass. I'm going to lay Snoop because, I don't know. I like a tiny little stud. I like one that just get up in there. You know what I mean? I like a stud I can pick up.
Like a little pocket stud.
A little pocket prince. And I guess I'll slay old girl from Top Boy just because I don't know her that well. Okay. I don't know her that well, but she's sexy though.
Okay.
She's sexy as fuck.
Mine's gonna be, I think, completely different. I would actually bae old girl from Top Boy.
Okay.
You didn't watch Top Boy.
Because I didn't watch Top Boy.
You didn't watch Top Boy. They have a soft side. They have a nice little nurturing side, when they're not busy, shooting people.
Okay.
Pistol whipping people and that sort of thing. She has a soft spot. So I would actually bae Jacques, lay Cleo.
Okay.
I would lay Cleo.
Absolutely.
No explanation there. And I would slay Snoop.
Why?
I can't. Look, I like my Baltimore people, but I can't understand them.
That's so funny.
I could not understand Snoop.
I can't
understand her.
No, that's so valid.
And I feel like I would say the wrong thing, and there would be a miscommunication, and then it'd be a shootout.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have communication, you don't have nothing.
That's fair.
So I think I gotta slay Snoop.
That's fair. Sorry, Snoop.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Snoop.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good one. Look.
Okay. So next, let me find another one. Okay, let's do a would you rather.
Ooh.
Okay. Would you rather... They're both terrible. Disclaimer.
Oh, no.
Okay. Would you rather find out that your partner has been having an affair, or would you rather find out that they had a fling? So they went out and cheated one time. We don't know if it was a one time thing, but like they just like cheated on you with like whoever versus they had a long time affair.
I would definitely rather the fling. I think I would rather the fling. Here's why. Prolonged affair means you've been lying. You have your feelings invested. You scheduled times to be with them, and your conscience didn't get the better of you to be like, hey, don't do that, or let's be real, right? Whereas a fling, you know, you can make a drunken mistake. You can get caught up in the passion of the moment, right? I don't like that, but like, I'd prefer that to having a prolonged affair. Like, damn, you lying in my fucking face.
So you would rather somebody who can just go out and fuck somebody tonight? I mean, on you?
I don't want either. But yeah, I would much rather you just be like, oh, I fucked up, rather than be like, have a prolonged affair reveals a very deep-seated sense of betrayal. Like you worked to betray me.
You worked to lie.
Yeah. Over many times.
I've always wondered this, and I've always struggled with it because I've thought about that too.
Yeah.
Like, you've been lying, you've lied multiple times, But then, I don't know, it's something about, like, me knowing that you don't have enough restraint to just say no.
Yeah.
So you mean you just go out the house and, like, anybody could have had you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you let a drunken mistake... So that's what you are. Like,
some people got fat asses though.
Some people got fat asses.
Sometimes the ass is real fat.
Sometimes my ass is fat.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes it's not.
Yes.
But for me, it's just like something about like knowing that it didn't take that much for you to cheat on me.
Yeah.
Is kind of something where at least with an affair, I can convince myself that like maybe you tried for a little bit to not do this. But
your feelings were just
feelings were too strong, and then it could end. I feel like I could possibly look.
Nah, you sharing time with that person. You watching our TV shows. You talking about shit. You had time to come to your senses. Like the thing with me is it's not the actual cheating. It's the betrayal. It's the manipulation. It's the lying. Whereas like the actual cheating, like I get that you could be... What's hot to me is if you're sexually attracted to other people, but you control yourself, right? But if you can't, I get that. But if you are like, you're plotting, you're scheming, you're texting...
Okay, but what if they go out... What if they cheat multiple times, but they're all just flings?
Just different flings?
Just different flings versus like one long-term fling.
I still prefer that.
You prefer
I
that?
still prefer that. That means you just like, you know, you just don't know how to like keep it in your fucking pants, or you just like, you know what I mean? Versus, which is like a you thing, versus like, you know, like you lying and that's a me thing.
It is. They're both terrible.
They're both
bad.
bad.
But at least with the long-term affair, it's like, at least when you've gone like, I don't know, maybe it's just like, a piece of me is like I'm a little bit okay that you maybe fell in love with somebody versus you just out here just fucking anything because you done had one too many tequila sodas.
That's very interesting. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, there is like the lying and the repeated lying, but to me, almost like not having any fucking self-control.
Fair.
It pisses me off.
Fair.
Because like how many times have I been you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I could have easily done that. I say no all the time.
Yes.
But you go out one time with your friends, you got drunk and like, oops, and you done slipped into some pussy by accident.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fair enough. I don't know. I'm sticking with my answer though. I see what you're saying more, but yeah.
I see
yours too. Okay, we got one more.
Okay. Let me find something else. All right, this is just like a silly fun one because we're running out of time.
Yes.
Would you rather have your Notes app leaked or your Google search history leaked?
Ooh, Notes app. And here's the thing about my Google search history. I have Googled.
What are you searching?
The thing is, okay, obviously I'm searching sick shit. I'm fine with that. I don't want it leaked the stupid math questions I've had to Google or the like basic information that every human should know that I was like, is the sky blue? Like, whatever, you know what I mean? Don't release that shit.
Is Hong Kong a country?
Like, yeah, like shit like that. That's embarrassing to me. Yeah. Don't leak that shit.
I don't know, because, like, I have a lot of, like, I feel like my notes app, that's almost like my diary at times. That's my hopes and dreams are in there. Like, my plans for the future. In your notes app, I put that in there. Like, I don't want people reading my affirmations.
That's beautiful.
I don't want people seeing that.
My notes app is passwords that I'm never going to remember.
That too, also.
And jokes.
I have passwords and jokes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want people seeing my premises.
My early jokes. Yes. Fair enough.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
Fair enough.
So, but I also don't want people seeing my search history. My search history is mostly like, am I dying? No. Do I need to go to the doctor for real?
So
like,
funny.
how fast do I need to get to it?
Yes, I have literally Googled, am I going to die, like several times. Yeah.
I think my most recent search is like heavy chest after flu. Am I dying?
Oh no!
I just had the flu and I thought I was dying. Or like, is my dog deaf? And
nah, she just don't respect you.
She just a bitch.
She just don't really give a fuck what you got to say.
She really don't. But, okay, that was fun.
That was fun. All right, that was quit playing games with my strap.
My strap. Backstreet Boys finna be on our ass. We ain't got no money for no lawsuit.
They're fine. Fuck them. All right. Next, stay tuned for the next segment, which is
we could either put you in a strap game or ask a lesbian.
Okay, stay tuned for the next segment, Ask a Lesbian.
It's time for the segment of our show where we provide some
unsolicited advice.
Unsolicited lesbian advice. In this segment that we call Ask a Lesbian. Okay, so this question.
Sorry, just burp. This is so gross.
That's actually kind of a good thing and a great segue into today's question, which is, if I need to fart when I'm with my girlfriend, is it best to walk away and fall in a corner? I usually try to hold it, but sometimes it really hurts and it feels uncomfortable.
Girl, if you don't fart in front of that woman, if you don't let that shit rip, how long they been together? That's the thing. Girlfriend, if you are girlfriends, fart.
But I mean, it's a lesbian, so I mean, if it's a girlfriend, they could have just met.
Yeah, they just met.
They could have just met. So I'm a classy one. I don't like to fart in front of my people at first.
Okay. I would
say no. Like, me and my girlfriend, when we were first dating, we was not farting around each other, and it was mad uncomfortable. Like, it was bad to the point I was like, I can't wait for this girl to leave.
That's so exactly
so I could let it out. It was to the point like we catching cramps in our stomach. So hindsight, if I could do it again, I would just be like, we just gonna have to fart it out. Like,
yeah, or like, okay, I get when you're like, this one is gonna be rough and it's gonna stick up the whole fucking room and the romance will die. Fine. Then you be like, hold up, I gotta go fart.
Cause you know when you backed up,
right?
When it's gonna be just a maintenance fart to just let some pressure off of your stomach, or like there's something a little behind it.
Yes. No, absolutely. You can usually tell. And like, I think it is actually like fine to be like, I need to remove myself to fart, but just remove yourself to fart. We know. If you keep it inside, it's just like feelings. If you keep it inside, it's gonna explode when it's not, or you're gonna let out a silent one that's gonna ruin the whole day.
It just adds on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, yeah, sure, it's just one fart right now. But if you let it simmer, it multiplies. Yes. And then it's not just one fart. It's like a crescendo of farts.
Now you scatting. Now your ass scatting. That's what you wanted? No. You don't want to be beatboxing.
Right.
That's not how it
are a lot more forgiving when it comes to like bodily functions than like as someone who has dated men and women.
Yeah.
Like I would never fart in front of a man.
Oh.
Like unless I'm intentionally trying to repel him.
Yes.
Then that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? But like for a woman, I feel like we're more like it's okay.
No, men do react differently. I have farted in front of not even dudes that I was dating. Just like I used to like hang out with some straight men.
Yeah.
And like you fart and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you farted? I can't fart. And like, so like men, I get it. If you've mostly dated men, I get why you're like, oh, okay. Because they're weird about everything.
Yeah. Like women, we know we're gross.
Yes, we know. We understand. There is none of that like that the mystique. The feminine mystique.
Exactly.
You don't have to maintain that shit. We all people here. We free. You're not dating men. You's free now.
Free now. Baby fart. You made it to the promised land.
That's right. Let it out. Let it out.
We shall overcome.
That's what they should have done. They should have let out a long fart. A long protest fart on the floor, on the Senate floor. Yeah, no. Fart in front of that woman. Fart in front of that woman.
I think that would make a beautiful love story.
Yes, exactly.
You know
Exactly.
like, so.
Now, if you do this and it doesn't work out, don't sue.
Yeah.
That's
if
so
you accidentally shart as you do it, that's
the worst case scenario. But I have been in relationships where like shit happens literally.
What?
Like you get sick and you shit in.
Oh, in the bed.
No, not in the bed. Not in the bed. Not in the bed. But like I've got food poisoning and stuff, and like you know, and I'm in the bathroom suffering, and she got to hold my hand.
There's nothing more beautiful when like you are sick like that.
Yep.
And I remember when I had the stomach bug. Remember when we had the stomach bug like last year?
When it kept passing around
in the
group, yes,
and
I remember.
I remember I was like violently ill. I don't know how I got naked. But I just ended up naked throwing up in the bathroom, and I'm like, babe, I threw up, I need help.
No, that's so real.
You know what I'm saying?
Getting naked too, just be like, oh God, oh no, like that's so real.
And you call the person that you do not want to see right now, who I don't want you to see me like this.
Yes, but also please come.
Please help me, please.
Yes.
And I feel like we've never been closer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Could be a beautiful marriage proposal.
That is so funny. Will you marry me? While you shitting and throwing up, butt ass naked.
Take me as I am, for better or for worse.
That's right.
For richer or for poorer, for funky or clean.
That's right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I'm gonna do weddings.
That's right.
That's gonna be in the vows.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
If she lets it rip during an intimate time, will you pretend like you don't notice?
That's also a real question. What about when you pussy fart? That's embarrassing. When they down there and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, she just talking.
That is like, at that point, that's just like a workplace hazard.
Exactly. Like, sorry, you can't let the air in.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, exactly. She's saying, thank you. Okay, so that was unsolicited strap advice. Let it rip and let it rip in the comments and let us know.
I can't even say anything.
How your booty scatting in front of your bae.
Yeah, queef in your wife's face.
Queef in your wife's face and then tell us about it.
Yeah.
Queef in the comments.
It's Women's History Month.
It's Women's History Month.
That's
Okay.
it. Stop it, please.
Now it is time for us to put you on strap game. Put you on strap game is when we put you on game to some shit that we like that you should do. Is recommended, but we're not getting paid for it. So yet.
Hopefully someday. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
No.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm gonna put you on strap game to something that like I think like a lot of people probably, but I just found her. She's a rapper called Big Mally. She's from North Carolina. You
love a Southern rapper.
I really do love a Southern rapper, and I also love a hood bitch. Like, she's so hood. Like, she really, like, and I'm not, you know, I'll be walking down the street like this on the way to, like, doing something stupid, you know, just going to hang out with my white friends at the park, and it'd be like, fucking kill you. Like, I love real gangster shit. She got one 4, 5, 6, and then, like, it's so, she's, like, little and dark-skinned and so cute. She's just a little cutie, and she will shoot you in your fucking face. And I love it. I love shit like sometimes I feel like it's time for hood shit. When I'm like angry about the world and shit, I need hood shit to like get me hyped.
So this is who the white girl should be listening to when she's ready to fight instead of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion is all about like confidence and cool and da-da-da. Big Mally, she's all about, she will put 60 shots in your shit.
I gotta Google this.
Yes, Big Mally. She also got one that's like gangsta shit that like, her songs are also really short. It's like a minute and 40 seconds, and in that time, she is terrifying you. And I like that. I like that. She got a song about gangsta shit that's, ooh, I started all that gangsta shit. Bitches be for fun.
Oh, Big Mally.
Yes, she's great.
She's beautiful.
She's adorable. She's a little baby angel, but she'll kill you. And I like that. And I feel like that's the energy we need to synthesize for like protests and shit. Real gang shit. Okay. You know what I mean? Enough of this we shall overcome. Imagine if the Democrats on the Senate floor was like, started all that gangster shit. Bitch, do this for fun. Like, it's like, imagine that. That's what we need. That's the energy that we need. So,
I vote for that.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Mally, especially 4, 5, 6. That shit.
I'm gonna listen to it because I like a little gangster music.
You might start fighting a bitch. Like, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. Okay. Music. I think my put you on strap game, I would say. This is a little personal. Okay. Not too personal, but kind of personal. Well, I don't know. So I, like a lot of people, have a vitamin D deficiency. Yeah. You too?
I mean, yes. Probably. I have a lot of deficiencies. Yes. That's the least of my problems.
Yeah. And I didn't know that, like, a vitamin D deficiency can also, like, cause depression. Yep. And so whatever, I'm depressed and all that stuff, go get blood work done, find out, like, I have, like, my vitamin D is low. It was low. Along with other stuff, you know, like, anemia, whatever, like that. And so I actually started taking vitamin D supplements, and lo and behold, it helped.
Yes.
It helped a lot.
Yes.
And I noticed, like, a lot of my just, like, you know, and I'm not saying that some vitamin D gummies are not going to cure your depression.
Yeah.
But if you have a deficiency, like, it can help.
Yes.
And for me, I noticed, like, a significant difference in my mood. And the reason why I bring it up is because I fell off, and I have been going through hell the past.
Did you lose some, or you don't have enough?
I just fell off, I think because I was, like, sick or, like, whatever, and just, like, traveling and stuff. Like, I just, like, wasn't, like, taking them like I normally should. Because I've been taking them, like, pretty regularly ever since my doctor damn near demanded that I do. And I've noticed, like, now I'm back to, like, everything sucks. I hate everything. Why is the sun shining? Get this dog out of here. Like, I'm just, like, very, like going crazy. And then I realized, like, oh, I also haven't been taking
vitamin D.
Like, my vitamin D. I also, like, because I've been sick, I also haven't been out the house.
Yes.
So I'm not getting, like, you know, natural vitamin D or anything like that. And that has also, like, affected my mood. Yes. And even something as simple as, like, I went and took, like, my dog on a walk today, and, like, got out and was in the sun, and I was like, wow, I almost feel human again. And so that is mine, is, like, go get some blood work done and see, like, where you are actually deficient in, like, any type of vitamins, because that could, there could be something there. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Also have low iron. This is also why I'm a sleepy girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sleepy and depressed. Yes. Bitch, get some fucking iron supplements. I don't recommend the iron gummies. Here's a put you on to put you off. Don't iron gummies.
Oh. Why?
They taste like blood.
No. Maybe it is blood. That is what iron.
I think it is.
Good.
It was very like, because I'm a child, so when I take vitamins, like it has to be, it got to be fruity, it got to be gummy. So I was like, I need some. Yeah. Like maybe I wouldn't pass out if I had some iron supplements that were gummies. Yep. I got them damn gummies. Yeah. Oh my god! It tasted like I was just like like it tastes. I even had my partner taste it to be sure. Like, does this taste like blood?
And it tasted like blood?
It tasted like blood.
Wow.
And I was a bit overzealous when I saw them, and it was like a 2-for-1 sale. Oh, no. So I got to get through a whole nother thing of whatever. But.
Is that true blood?
Is that true blood?
Is it true blood?
That's exactly what it is. It's disgusting. But I will say that, like, when I am, like, taking vitamins and actually like paying attention to like what I'm eating, like even not just like vitamin supplements, but like actually looking at like what like foods am I eating, does this contain enough iron, like blah blah blah, and actually tracking how much iron I'm taking. Surprise, surprise, I feel better.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate when you like, no, I'm mad because of injustice, and then you go outside and you're like, oh, I needed sunlight.
Yeah. I'm just like, I hate everything. I just want to quit everything. I don't want to do any of that, and it's all because I'm just out of fucking vitamin D gummies.
Also, when you take vitamins, you also have to eat food that contains those vitamins. That's how vitamins work. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. You can't just take vitamins and then just eat hot Cheetos all day. And be like, I got vitamin D. That's not how that works.
Yeah, I used to think that. I used to be taking them and in the empty stomach, and it's just, it wasn't until I think I saw like somebody's x-ray or something, and they had like, don't ask how whatever, but the internet, that's why I gotta clear my Google searches, and they had like just taken like pills, and they just in there just loose, just like there's not, because they were just rattling around. And I was like, oh, I'm supposed to eat. And it was like, I took some vitamin, and it was like, I feel nauseous. I feel sick. Why do I feel sick? And it's like,
that. You gotta eat.
Because I wasn't eating. Yeah. But anyway, so that's mine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, take your vitamins.
Take your vitamins and do some gang shit.
Go get checked.
Yes.
Go get checked.
Go get checked. Get a blood test.
Get
your hormones tested.
Yes.
Cis people need to get their hormones tested.
Yes. And take your vitamins and go do gay shit. And go listen
to Big Mally.
And
just maybe like pop 60 shots. Like, you know what I mean? That's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So that was putting you on strap game. Stay tuned for our goodbye and our thing that, kept us from becoming the Joker. Oh my goodness. Well, that was the strap down. We did it. We're so glad. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Like, subscribe. Please leave a comment. It helps us to keep making these.
Share with your friends.
Share with your friends. Share with your enemies.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
At The Strap Down.
Yes. At The Strap Down. Engage with the videos, like them, share them, send with your friends, comment on them. Yeah. We're very nice people. I don't know if you can.
I'm a cunt, but talk to her. She nice. But before we go, we want to share one thing that has kept us from smacking a bitch in the throat this week.
Like barely.
Sort of. Yeah. You want to go first or I want to go first?
I'll go first. Okay. I think for me, it is probably watching a lot of basketball. A lot of women's basketball. Yes. It's March. So March Madness. It's like postseason conference play right now. So once we get you out of here, we're going to watch some basketball. I kicked you out.
You did. You sure did. You sure did.
She was messing with my team. Go Tigers. But yeah, so that is.
I showed up for something, and she was watching
It was the LSU Kentucky game, and it was like we had been up like the whole game, and then you show up and like Kentucky scores more in that 5 minutes your presence was in this apartment than they did the entire last quarter.
And this bitch said, "Get out of my house." And then to your credit, They started winning again.
They started winning after she left.
So, my bad.
So, yeah, you had to go.
I was like, damn, bitch. You're like, no, out. Bye.
I love you.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
So I've been watching like basketball nonstop. It feels like college basketball mainly. So my team is LSU. My partner roots for South Carolina. I still also support like Juju Watkins at USC and like any other like teams. You can give me $1 million right now. I could not name a male athlete.
Yeah.
For any sport damn near at this point.
Yeah.
So that just makes me happy, is like seeing like women's sports get the recognition that it like rightfully deserves, and all of the hype, and seeing all these amazing superstars and personalities.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's lovely. Oh, yours is so normal and nice. My thing that kept me from going absolutely bonkers is birds. I like birds. Not even like, and I love bird behavior, but like birds. So I'll be watching birds on YouTube reels and shit.
So does my dog.
That's so fun. I love them. I like the bird sounds, but there's one channel and one bird in particular, Auggie. Auggie, the bird, she sings Baking Pancakes from Adventure Time. She literally just taps her feet. Bake pancakes.
Oh, wait. It's like a talking bird. Like a peacock.
No, she's like a little teensy tiny blue bird. And she does bake pancakes.
And she can talk.
That's it. That's all she says.
Oh.
She don't really say nothing else. That's all she says.
I don't think we just talk enough about like birds and their like talking ability. Like they're literally animals. I know like
Get me high enough, I will talk for 7 hours about talking birds.
I could be sober.
I love it.
It's so crazy to me.
I love
They're
it.
talking animals.
It's crazy. And then also, so I think her channel's called the Green Bird Brigade. I think. If not, I will put it here, the correct one. She also got another bird recently called Talon. And Talon is so cute and small. And she literally just goes, beep, bird. Bird. She like lifts her wings up every time she does it. Bird. Like I wake up, I read the little bit of news, and I just get my knife and I'm ready to start stabbing, and then I just see Talon. She goes, bird, and I put my knife down, and it keeps me from getting arrested.
Wow.
And I love when birds are cute.
They
and
don't
they talk.
even know that they just like protected the townspeople.
Yes,
with this little bird.
They kept me from getting on the news. You know what I mean? Also, shout out to Auggie. Auggie has been plucking her feathers and stuff, and I'm sorry. And like it seems like she's going through some shit. So big ups to my girl Auggie. Just keep her in your prayers or whatever.
You can add her to my prayer list.
Yes, add Auggie to your prayer list. That's the homie.
Well, that's cool. I like that. Are you going to like take this bird interest and bring it into like the real life?
Absolutely. Fuck nah, I'm not having no bird in my house.
Not in your house, but like people be like bird watching and stuff, and be like, oh look, that's a yellow-breasted
finch, blah blah. I'm gonna be real with you. No, because here's the thing about bird watchers. They be finding dead bodies and shit. I'm not in the mood for that.
Really?
Yes, because they're out mad early with their binoculars and then they find a dead body. I don't do no activity that makes me stumble across a dead body. Okay? So I'm not going to do that. And also, like, I don't know. No. I don't be getting up early in the morning and shit.
They don't have night birds. You can, like, look up owls.
Night birds? Where they go?
I think there is an owl. Sorry, I'm country.
I know.
An owl. Owl.
Yes.
OWL.
Yes.
Somewhere around here.
For sure.
Because I hear it.
Yes, for sure. I love watching owls like whoo, whoo. And then there's a bird called the Awebo bird, and he literally goes Awebo. Awebo.
He's around here?
No, he's not here, but
okay.
he's like around.
No, like the nigga I'm talking about is like in the courtyard.
Oh really? Oh, you talking about a specific owl?
It's close. close.
He at the bodega.
Like, he just
He
at
making
the
the
bodega,
sandwiches at the deli.
asking questions. And my goal I want to find it. I want to see it.
It's just a crackhead outside. I'm sorry, no, you're not supposed to say that.
But no, there is one outside for real. Sometimes he yells at people, and
he's
like,
just doing owl sounds to fuck with you. He's a whoop, hooty hoo.
Is that the cricket across the street?
That would be so funny. You think you live in a magical bird land, and it's just.
I did think there was a ghost in the back room for a long time, and then I met my downstairs neighbor, and I was like, "Oh, that's her making that noise."
Also, my roommate was waking up to bird sounds and was like, "Oh my god, there's so many different beautiful birds." It was just me playing in my YouTube reels, and she was like, "I can hear so many different birds outside," and I'm like, "Nah, bitch, that's me.
That's just you." That's your influencer bird.
Yes, it's my influencer bird. Anyways. So shout out to Auggie, shout out to Talon, shout out to all the birds except for the ones that be like, I would never put them on child support. Those birds, I'm not trying to hear them sounds.
We don't like them birds.
But other than that, I like all the other birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Birds are keeping you out of jail.
That's right.
Sports are keeping me out
For
of jail.
now. For now.
Please keep making that bird content.
Yes, keep Auggie, you gotta stay up. If something happens to Auggie, I'm going fucking off. I'm going off.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna write it in my manifesto. Anyway, this has been
The strap
down. Thank you so much for sticking around. Again, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, do the things, and we love you.
Money.
Give us money. I don't know how. Yeah. Figure it out. Figure out a way to give me some money. If you see me walking down the street, give me $5.
Please, give me so I can afford a full shirt, please.
No, they don't want that. And most importantly, stay strapped.
Stay strapped.